peaceful music, light evening fare. It's the next night, early evening. Our man Clive here. We got a mission to go. We gotta go get the guy, get the thing. Our last chance for supplies. Let's check with the merchant.
Much, but you're free to look.
Alright, he's got a long sword, which is not as good as our 2 broadsword. We never get hit, so I don't think we need any of this stuff. High potion wouldn't be bad. Just to make sure we have it.
I hope it's to your liking.
Probably good. We'll just max it out. Increase defense by 30% for over 90 seconds. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find one. We'll probably find one. That seems like the kind of item they replenish readily. Alright. We got Sid, he's around. We got our dog. We got a church here. The Hymns of Gregor. And thus did Gregor summon together her 72 spirits of light, and tell them of the holy herald she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds, who are a part of me, and who are me, shall be as bread unto the starving, and as water unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness. Why are all religious books written like that? Is just nobody gonna believe any book that's like, yo, Gregor said, I'm gonna make shit great. We wound up back in town. Yep, we just came right back into town here. Messed it all up. Not to mention our waypoint is up. We continue to go down. How did that happen? Teleporting dog. No sense. Hello.
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
Pay me? I work for money. For Gil. You know, she says nothing's down here, but I need to prove it. Prove it, I say. No wonder you got dust. This opens into a damn forest. It's like a combat arena. There's no combat, but this definitely looks like there should be combat. Oh! What? Damn, man. Alright, we should have listened to the lady. There's nothing down here. Clive, next time a lady tells you there's nothing down there, believe her. Believe her with all your heart, man. And I guess I still gotta do something with this microphone. It is right in my peripheral vision in a way that's just not gonna work for me. There we go. What was the issue? Are you talking about the lip sync thing? It was something about the way the audio was passing through the capture card to OBS to output to the headphones. There was a buffering issue somewhere in the middle there.
Come back to me, my darling. I can't bear another night without you.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
I am.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
To Gil.
Wrong way, friend. The village is behind
Told
you.
you.
I don't feel good about fighting the dog. I don't like that.
That's enough.
At least I have a dog of my own. It makes me feel a little better. I can't be cruel to animals if I have an animal. That doesn't make any sense. Let's not try and think about that.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it.
Lorath, that's right.
Something.
Lorath is Sid.
Well, you don't think they're acting?
It's been a
on
good
whim,
month
do you?
for this guy in
This
video
is one of
games.
His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
Super sprint. I feel like Sonic the Hedgehog. Right. The damn meteorite in that chest. Can you imagine how many lines of dialogue this actor had to record between... I'm sure it wasn't like back to back. Just because the games came out back to back doesn't mean he did it back to back. But like, how many lines of like tired fantasy dialogue he had to do?
It's over. Stay down. It's over. That's enough.
There we go. That's more the combo I want to get.
Stay down.
I'll tell your lady. You try. Care Norvins. Hard nut to crack, even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
I'm on a mission for revenge. I'm gonna avenge my brother. Yeah.
That's enough.
No, I want to finish it. Me. It needs to be me. I need to kill the plant. For personal reasons. I'm really digging the combat in this. It's real good.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
I'm a little worried that Sid's gonna end up a bad guy for some reason. Like, he's almost too good. You know what I mean? Like, I worry that he's either gonna die tragically, or he's gonna end up being a bad guy for some reason, because, like, he's got the, like, Ned Stark factor. Not that it has to all be Game of Thrones, but obviously there's inspiration there.
So...
And he's, like,
this,
genuinely
Benedicta.
good at every turn.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her Eikon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey?
I believe Sid has been a bad guy before. He's been ambiguous. He was kind of ambiguous in 6, where he helped you, but he was working with the bad guys for a while. But I believe there is a Final Fantasy. It might be the one that I have not played any of, but I believe there's at least one where Sid is a villain. Caer Norvrent. Once used as a stronghold, the Holy Empire has since disgarrisoned this strategic position along the neutral crystal belt and now employs it in the training of Imperial... I should have stayed over there. Army recruits. Can we see my old home? Like, this was it, right? Yeah, so this gives you an idea of where we are by comparison. I like being able to play with the map because we do know that, like, the opening all happened like up around in here, and we can actually kind of look at it a little bit and see. Like, it's just easy to gauge, you know, you kind of wonder, like, where are we in relation to where everything popped off, and it's easy to see.
The land has fallen. The eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life.
Hold on. Do we know who these are? Can we active time lore this? Oh, that's the king. Okay, see, this is good information to know. I was trying to figure out who Barnabas is. The aloof and unshakable Barnabas Tharmer. First of his name, few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. Alright, so he's there. What are orcs? A warlike yet surprisingly organized species of beastmen native to Ash. They have long been in conflict with the Waluders over control of the continent and currently count the bulk of its eastern half as their own. However, the encroaching blight continues to eat into their amount of livable land, making the fight for more territory ever more vital. Okay, good. We did it.
As the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Zidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not.
Man, Cid hooked up with Benedicta. We kind of knew it.
I serve you, and you alone.
Alright, now we get to the uncomfortable moment where a streamer has to watch with his audience.
I remember well the day you first
Weird
entered
nudity
these
scenes.
halls.
It's not quite as weird as watching Game of Thrones with
Your
your parents,
pale
but
hand
it's a
pressed
little.
into
It's like,
his,
it's similar.
As if you would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
Just thinking about that. Just up on a mountain thinking about that. Oh.
One of our sentries has failed to report, my lady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside their care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Cid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there.
She was kind of banging the Titan guy. Man, she's
come
got
for me after all.
She's got a real thing, huh? She was going after the Titan guy. We know she's been with Cid. She's apparently been with the king.
All clear.
Yeah, Clive. Coming for you next. I want to see the scene where they put the dog up on that wall and had him go through there. Headwind.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Well, see, you're, you're lightning. I'm fire. You don't get to do this. This is my thing. It's kind of like Avatar business.
We should start with the dungeons. They may be holding the bearers there.
Sound plan. As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
There are a lot of rats
in here. They're all empty.
And you're gonna give up?
Cid, this gate.
Need some help.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes. Good news,
Hi.
lads.
Search is over.
Where to next?
Got him. Boy, we really did a number on this room, too. Good. I don't want to go into a room and get in a fight and leave the room in a good state. I want every room to know that I fought in it.
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Why? Bring them on. Did you see? We didn't even get hit by anybody in this room. This room was full of people. We destroyed them all. Clive, you're playing it too safe. Aussie Mike, good day to you. Good to have you here. I still say we go through that door and just fight them, and whatever will be, you know?
How about a window?
Alright, fine. You wanna go out a window, go out a window. I'm just saying. Like...
Bloody show off. Well, we found the Imperial garrison.
I really appreciate the sub, too.
It's left.
Great way to, I guess, start the day for you, right?
He's here.
Not this time.
It's over.
Where's the spellcaster? I want to get him. There he is. Oh man, the dog got him.
That's enough.
Just get him. Alright, I guess we go through this door. The door then.
Say your
I am really getting used to this combat, and I'm really liking it. This is one of the first, like, kind of more action-y, combo-y bits of business that's really just started to sink for me.
Welcome back, Lord Commander.
Oh, I'm not staying.
Oh, poor dog. Magic, 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 magic. Oh, I hit the wrong button for dodge.
Thank you, Sid.
I keep hitting circle for dodge. That's gonna be a real problem. I know you can set it to it, but... go. That's right, guys. I'm not gonna let him beat us up. I was just commenting about how good I was getting at the combat, and then I got my butt kicked, but it's fine. We did great.
Measures, were you, Benedicta? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Favor of fire? What was that? That looked like some gear business. Increases Scarlet Cyclone damage by 8%. That's pretty good. We have that, right? Yeah, we do. How's our abilities? We got 326 points. We can keep building. Two sharp fangs.
All this bloody running. After them.
Yeah. Turns out that was not as fast as I thought it would be. Attacking an opponent from the front while it is guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear to penetrate its defenses. Certain basic abilities such as Burning Blade and Charged Magic, as well as iconic abilities such as Phoenix Rising Flames, can instantly break an opponent's guard, even when delivered from the front.
Seems they were expecting it.
You don't say.
Stay down!
That's enough. It's over.
Oh. We got doggies.
It's Sid! Back to the traitor!
It's Sid.
Too slow.
Take out all them casters. We don't need you here.
Stay down!
That's enough.
How does the combat compare to 7 Remake? I think it's a lot more fun than 7 Remake. I came around on 7 Remake's combat. I ended up really liking it, but 7 Remake feels like an attempt to make turn-based combat more action-y. This feels like an action game. Like, this feels like a character action game where you are in direct control. Like, I think I'm hesitant to make this comparison because it's going to make people think I'm saying that Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat is bad. I'm not. But you guys know how Mass Effect 1 was kind of like, it's a cover shooter, but like it's an RPG first. And like, yeah, it's good enough, but like it's really about being an RPG. But then Mass Effect 2 was like, well, what if the shooting was actually, like, good? It feels like that same level of upgrade. Not to say that 7 Remake was bad, but that jump in quality. I didn't like it at first too, Smarvy, so I can't fault anybody for not liking it. But somebody explained the puzzle of how it works, and once I got it down, I really ended up liking it. So... And yeah, the combat was done by the guy who did Devil May Cry, so obviously they have an action guy designing it.
hell happened here?
Good question, Sid.
Little late for prayer, isn't it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god? I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight chat. Well, let's chat then. Where are the men and women you took from Lostwing?
You mean where's the dominant? Waleed shall be requiring his services indefinitely. Come back to me, Sidolphus. I need you. Think of all the things we can create together. The world that we can build.
You need me? Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world. Just not his. That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false. And I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you.
Oh,
you know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
Nope, he got you. I can tell because you're mad.
I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice? I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame, then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed.
I don't know. Sid convinced me. I think Sid won this debate.
I can't do this anymore. If you would stand between our leash and his dream, then you leave me no choice. Goodbye, Sidolphus.
Stand back, Clive.
Everybody's going Super Saiyan, and I've never been happier. Yeah, Zed.
Finish them.
What, are little helpers? Oh, man.
Well, Sid. At least it's not 3 against 1.
nuts. I don't suppose you want to become one boss anytime soon. Oh shit. Alright, we got it. Starting to hit a problem here.
She doesn't look happy, Torgal. Come on.
More of those strikes. Got him. I think I did really well on that fight, all things considered. I'm gonna say A+. I got a Clouded Eye, I got Sharp Fang, and Magic Dash. I think I deserved it.
Sid, are you all right?
Do I look all right? Benedicta will be on her way to collect the Dominant, if she hasn't already. You can't afford to let them leave. Remember, she has wings, you don't.
What about you?
Not yet.
Before or after I catch my breath?
Sorry. Come on, Torgal.
Let's get her. Be on the lookout for some potions, maybe. Make sure we fully explore. We can heal up if necessary. Oh, see, there's a treasure chest. It had a meteorite in it, a whole meteorite just sitting in there for us.
She must be here somewhere.
Alright, we found the friggin' room, man. High potions. Favor of fire, heat wave. Let's see what that is. I bet it's similar to this. Heat wave damage by 9%. We don't have heat wave yet. Probably get it, but we don't have it right now. See that? We got a potion, which means I use a potion, which means healing.
Withdrawal has been signaled.
Some opponents will cast Cure to heal their allies. Defeat these spellcasters first to prevent drawn-out battles. Uh-oh. I didn't realize we had another spellcaster in our midst here. Finish him. They're doing a pretty good job of protecting their spellcaster. I really can't get to it. I did at the end though. Alright, check out the room. How is it? Good so far. Also, I know I'm super late, but I've been getting into D&D, started listening to TWB right now, or TWBD right now, and Stanley is a delight. Thank you so much. Super fun. Yeah, I'm really liking it. The game is great so far. Is this going back the way I came? Hold on. Use your animal instincts. Show me the way. Animal instinct says yes, back the way we came. Let's not go that way then. Gamer instincts told me to ask the dog. Animal instincts told me asking the dog was smart. There.
I'm running out of tower.
Our lady wants us gone before sunrise.
That's all I call rest.
Good job, Torval. Got him, man. A potion. There we go. Full health. We did it. I knew we would find enough potions to be at full health. Hello. Oh, I hit the wrong button for dodging. Hold on. Sometimes I miss with my count on attacks.
Stay down.
Oh, stabbed him through the table.
Better not have flown away.
This seems like this was the correct way to go. Hold on, let's ask the dog. Dog says that way. Let's check over here for items. Nope, it was a waste of time. It's dead end. We should listen to the dog. Why didn't you tell me better, dog? Sharp fangs.
How tall are you?
Whoa. Whoa, he's mad. Hold on. Time out. I have forgotten my buttons all of a sudden, and I need a timeout.
Not this time. Get him! My wounds, boy!
Man, this isn't going great at all.
Can't take much more of it.
Okay, hold on. We're in a bit of a pickle. We're gonna get out of it. It's gonna be fine. We just gotta deal with this guy. There it is. I really whiffed that, unfortunately.
That'll help.
Alright, get rid of him too. Favorite moment so far. Nash tightens the water pump in Dust Hill too much, so Stanley can't check it, and every time Scott gets too into roleplay and forgets he's a sorcerer, tries melee attacking and doing no damage at all, And the response, believe it or not, Scott continues doing this for 3 years. That might be the best summary of our campaign that I have ever read right there. Believe it or not, Scott will continue doing this for 3 years. We got our high potion back. We needed it.
Right by my end.
Alright, we gotta be getting to the top of this tower. How much tower can there be? El Bardo, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Oh, this looks like a boss fight location right here.
I confess I expected more from the old man. And less from you. This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why cast your lot with such undesirables? If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
Man, really? She's sleeping with like half the damn country.
Hand over the dominant, and I'll leave you in peace.
You would dare to make demands of me. Know your place, little lamb. Fool is the shepherd who heeds every bleat of the flock. And I will suffer yours no longer. Must I spell it out for you, Branded? No one is listening. No one at all! Ah! Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
I don't think that's how it's gonna go.
Not this time.
I dodged into it. Magic, magic, magic. Ah, I hit the wrong button to charge. Look at that nice damage right there. Disarm.
Where is he? I won't ask again.
You pay for that.
I feel like we might be outmatched here.
Dodge this.
Yeah, dog. Dog this.
Fucking dog.
Hey. Hey.
Toggle!
What did you just
Cry all
do?
you like. There's no one to save.
In trouble now. Okay.
This time. This time.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Not this time. Too slow. Not this time. Too slow. Not this time. Not this time.
Here it comes.
Time to join your pet.
Holy shit. Seems unfair.
I'll bury you together.
Good lord.
Stay down.
Rise, I didn't die. Still alive. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, I've barely hurt her at all.
Don't touch me.
I don't like that. So weak compared to what she's doing. I feel like I should just get out of this. Whatever this is, I shouldn't be in it. I'm gonna do this again. Oh, frick. She just chucked it right at me. She is just mass casting abilities here.
Not this time.
Uh-oh. She grabbed me. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening. Dog's alive. You should have killed him better. Oh jeez, the dog like ripped out her throat. Oh my god.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you both!
Oh, it's a lot of tornadoes. Oh shit! Magic, magic, magic.
Not this time.
Uh-oh. She did catch me there. Holy hell. I don't want to get grabbed by that again. That sucked. out of there. Get out of there. Magic her. I got hit by this again.
Not this time.
Man. Got her. Got her. Woo, she was a tough fight. The dog did get in the way though. Just to be clear, the dog did get in the way, but it was fine.
You are but a branded. How? How did you do it? How did you even survive? How?
The answer is simple, Benedicta. He was fighting for something he believed in.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
We've played your games. Now tell me where he is.
Who? What are you?
Uh-oh.
Clive?
The Avatar. Confirmed. Ooh, very creepy.
Clive!
You gotta be careful. That dog is not gonna let you do some business. Really,
Enough of
the
this.
dog shouldn't let you get away.
What?
Yeah, I took it. I took it. It's gone. Done.
She's
Man,
gone.
I don't think I blinked during that fight. Now my eyes are watering really bad.
What's happening?
Give her back.
Nope.
Give her back.
Nope.
Give her back.
Nope, mine.
My lady!
Nope, I'm your lady now.
Where is she? Where is Garuda? What have you done to me? What have you done?
Look at me, my lady. We need you here.
What the hell is going on?
Her power, you took it from her. How'd you do that? Fuck me. I hope the bearer's found a way out. Clive, this place is ready to collapse, and I'd rather not be here when it does. If your dominant started this fire, and I'm betting he did, he'll be long gone.
Damn it all.
Oh, jeez. This guy, yeah.
What was that?
I created a diversion as commanded, Your Grace. The villagers escaped in the confusion. As should we.
Yes.
Oh, look. Morning has broken. And here come the cavalry, itching to butcher the bastards who made them miss their morning gruel. Come on. If they catch us leaving a burning care, people might jump to conclusions.
Right.
Clive has claimed a portion of the Eikon Garuda's essence. Attuning with Garuda not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Gouge, a deadly flurry of talons that can tear into an opponent for multiple hits. Ability details can be found on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Garuda's iconic feat, Deadly Embrace, can be used to draw smaller, lighter enemies towards Clive. The action can also topple larger enemies that become partially staggered when their will gauge reaches 50%. Toppling an enemy in this manner can deal significant damage. Press L2 to cycle between currently attuned icons in real time, allowing for a more varied assault. Cooldown times for iconic abilities are displayed around the corresponding icon in the ability widget. Ability availability for all attuned icons can be confirmed via colored dots on the widget's right.
Benedicta said you'd taken her power. You don't still have it, do you?
I think I do. I can feel it. It's inside me, along with the flames.
Well, are you not keen to try it out?
A little bit. Hold on, let's see our abilities. Let's take a look here. Alright, we got Garuda now. Let's see what we got. So, Gouge, that looks cool as shit. I like that a lot. What's Mastery on it do? Assignment to any icon. Okay, that seems to be what most of those do. Rising attack, striking all enemies within range, lifting them from the ground. Jump back and deliver a punishing counter. If the jump evades an attack, counter potency is increased. Can be used in mid-air. That sounds cool. Summon a tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies, and upon ensnaring them, inflicts multiple hits. That also sounds very cool. I think I kind of want to do this. This seems cool. I'm gonna learn that. Let's see. I did also want to upgrade this, so we're gonna do that. And let's go to this. And let's switch it to Rook's Gambit. Okay, so right now we're increasing defense, attack, and Scarlet Cyclone damage, but we can also do Rising Flames. I think, well, by how much? The percentages might matter. 8%, 9%, 10%. 10% increase to Rising Flames seems good.
Could possibly go wrong.
Okay.
Stop there!
In the Emperor's Where did you two come from?
That worked out great. I like that they immediately give you a ton of enemies to practice on.
They come from the camp.
It's over.
Is Clive after that dominant because he killed his brother? Yes, he believes he did. They seem to be a dominant of fire, which there's supposed to be only be one, which would have been his brother. But there seems to be two, so he's after this other person convinced that's who killed his brother. And he did see a person wearing those robes when his brother, in the castle before his brother died, so... we have every reason to believe that that is, in fact, the case.
You there.
Hey. We got a lot of spellcaster business going on here.
That's enough.
It's a lot to keep track of, the multiple ability sets, but it's cool. I can see how the combat is gonna really evolve and, like, get trickier, because it seems like potentially you're gonna have several. I don't know if you'll be able to equip more than two, but like lots of different icons equipped. And that's kind of crazy.
The bridge is closed. Turn
Uh-oh. We're getting a little reckless here.
Too slow.
Oh, it's only me.
Gav.
Damn it, Gav. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
It's not me who's been playing with fire.
Don't do things by halves, do you?
Whole thing just
This way.
collapses.
So if it wasn't you or him who freed the bearers, who was it?
Good question. Someone who didn't have their hands full fighting a bloody harpy, I guess. But what matters is they're safe. Something they wouldn't be had it not been for you, Gav.
Just doing me job, like. So, what about his dominant?
Gone. And after we were so close.
Well, I can track him.
Why would you?
Sid told us about your family. Lost me on to Imperial Steel. Sometimes vengeance is the only thing that keeps you going.
Thank you.
Go safely, brothers.
I reckon he likes you.
She's gone. She's gone.
My lady, you have to hold on. We're going to get you.
Gone. What am I going to do? Barnabas?
How long?
Yeah, I don't think Barnabas is gonna be into you
At this pace,
anymore.
we won't make it by sunset.
He'll know. He'll cast me out like all the others. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
My lady.
Man, so many people just get axes to the head in this game. It's actually insane.
Carol.
What do we have here?
Fetch a good price, I reckon.
But we'd be doing the slavers a disservice if we didn't praise her work.
Stay away!
I mean, I don't think she deserves that. It's kind of bad, but she's not that bad.
It's all right. They can't hurt you anymore. Come on. Let's go home.
Is this it, Adolphus? My punishment for not listening to you? This wretched world! Deserves to die. It all deserves to die! Die!
Oh, jeez. That's a full-on Garuda right there. That's how you go full Garuda.
Sid.
Do you feel it too?
Garuda.
I really should flip
By the
my camera
flames.
so it looks like I'm looking in the direction of the game instead of away from it. See that? Yeah, that looks normal. Mythos.
Too much
Mythos.
She can't control it.
That's a big tornado.
It isn't stopped. That vortex will swallow this whole forest, and us along with it.
Then I'll stop her.
You'll stop her.
I heard it again. Someone is calling me.
Damn it, lad. That doesn't mean you have to listen. I should have gone with Gav.
Sid is very sensitive.
Clive, I don't think you understand. That's not just windy weather you're wandering into. Benedicta's rage knows no bounds. And that's on a good day. I don't want to know what's waiting inside that.
But I do. I have to find out. And I'm not turning back.
Alright, well, don't be afraid to get me some items, everybody. Let's keep an eye out for items. Oh, look. A lot of these windy weather.
Aye. One for every fragment of our mind.
Man, there's a lot of these things for that to feel like a mini boss fight. You know what? The rewards are really good, though. I gotta keep getting potions, though. Low on potions. Oh, Clive is allergic to water. Can't do it. Man, I just keep getting the timing on that dodge wrong.
Not this time. Give me fire!
I'm getting a lot better at finishing these things off. We'll say that. Although it is a bit of a losing battle because I'm not restoring my potions because they're not dropping them. There we go. I actually dodged it. Dash. I don't think I'm supposed to fight all of these. And if I do, I think I'm supposed to do a lot better at fighting them than I'm doing. Got her. No problem. Alright, that was a little overkill, but you know what? It's fine. Potion. Oh, hey, Kyle. It's going great. Yeah, you gotta train up. You gotta get good at this. Uh-oh, I didn't lock on. That really threw me. Yeah, I mean, I think you know, you fight them. They're all there. You want to get the items. I see the items all around. They're floating around by the items. I really like the combat. What did you guys think? I've been hesitant to watch anybody play for fear of spoilers. But I am really digging what this game's doing on the action side. That sweep is what keeps getting me. Sucks this game came out so close to D4. Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see that. I mass consumed a lot of them. Did I get both items? There were like 2 items around here. Did I get them both? I think I did. There were 2, you know, I mass consumed them, so it's pretty close together. If you're not doing what I did, I can see being like, oh man, I gotta pick between them, but honestly, I was ready for this by the time I got to it, so it worked out for me, but you know, kind of depends on where you're at. What's this? A new thing? Or is that just, that's where we were, right? So, the game is definitely spelling it out that, like, momentum-wise, you wouldn't go back to your home base, but are you supposed to? Like, is that something that you can do? Or is it breaking the game to be like, well, let's go rest up at the hideaway? Because it seems like a weird thing to encourage it. Because, like, clearly we're standing right outside a tornado. It's not like they're going to pack up and go home. It looks like it'll let you do it. I don't know. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to go back to the hideout. There's no there's no story reason for it. I think we just keep pressing forward. Let's see. The Eye of the Tempest, born of the darkness buried deep within a broken lady Benedicta. The Eye of the Tempest is an uncontrollable vortex of immense proportion fed solely by Garuda's raw fury. Let's do it. You.
Wait! Clive. Was that?
The Dominant. The man who killed my brother.
Are you absolutely certain?
I've seen him every night for the past 13 years. Watched as the flames of his Eikon took Joshua.
Down! I'm here, and so's Torgo. Don't worry about us. You've been waiting for this. Go!
Sid!
I like that he clarifies the dog's fine. You know, sometimes games or stories don't do that. They're like, hey, just assume they're fine. All right, you. We're going. I'm gonna get you.
Where did he go?
Oh, jeez.
I'm not here for you, Garuda!
Man, there's so many cool set pieces in this game already. Like, we're at the early part of the game, and, like, I feel like I've seen stuff that belongs at the end of the game.
She's toying with me.
I gotta say, it takes a very brave person to just be like, hey, I want revenge so bad that even though there's this massive icon, I'm going after someone else who is also an icon to fight them too by myself.
You
Stab that hand. Yeah, that didn't do a ton of damage. I think Garuda might have a lot of hit points.
Where is he? Where is the dominant?
This time. This time.
I don't want to tell you where I'm hitting, but you know it's gonna hurt. Larger enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauges are reduced to 50%. Using Garuda's Deadly Embrace on a partially staggered enemy will topple it, leaving it vulnerable to follow-up attacks. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Meant to do that one. I thought I was gonna get more licks in there, but that's fine.
This time.
Now we whiffed that one a little bit.
Wake wins.
Alright, well this could go bad. Okay, well, we're not gonna get in there anytime soon.
This time. This time.
Alright, get her, pull her down.
This time.
Look at that damage. Look at it. It's so good. That was so much. You know, I thought they were gonna do some story MacGuffin to go toe-to-toe with Garuda. I kind of like that they're like, nah, Clive's just gonna fight her. Just gonna climb up. Just gonna friggin' rock her. Man, the sound effect for that is so good. It makes it seem so, like, powerful, but... Oh, did we cut off a limb? That's pretty good. Oh, jeez! Right in the eye! Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Heck yeah, level up. Thanks for stopping by, Albardo. Have a good night. Oh, you're not dead.
You're nothing. But a monster. And I will not let you stand in my way!
Uh-oh, something's gonna happen. Hey Taz, glad you heard it. Absolutely, thank you for all you've done, man. Ifrit is so cool. Like freaking crazy fire Godzilla. I guess we do this now. Controls for Ifrit are as follows: melee attack, ranged attack, and evade. Easy. Circle can be used to charge at an enemy, covering great distances in a short period of time, as well as dealing damage if the enemy is struck. All abilities available while embodying Ifrit can be confirmed in the Abilities tab of the main menu. Alright guys, Ifrit's having a tough day here. Man, Ifrit's kind of slow. Alright, never mind, it's fine. Ifrit says, nah. Maybe if I charged in, I would, Boy, this isn't going great for me. Alright, if I just fight perfectly from here on out, we'll be good. Thrown into a rock. Fire all the lasers you want. Ifrit's coming. He's coming. He's got you. Oh no. In your face too. Oh, I got an arm off. That actually reflects the damage I'm currently sustained. Ooh, that's creepy. That's cool. New arm. Like the doctor. Leapt up and got her. You know, by the end of this cutscene, we might be back on even ground here. Nope. Nope, no more blasty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shit, hellfire. All right, see, I just had to play perfectly. Oh my god, that was cool. That was so cool. That was awesome. Take that. Oh, what's a wind shard? All right. God, it's like, here's the screen. Okay, remember, it's cool. Cool stuff's happening. Oh my gosh.
Control it, Clive! It is you, isn't it, Clive? Stop this! Now!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, you gotta fight the power of the beard, man.
I said stop!
It's like playing Final Fantasy and every now and then you get a little Godzilla movie in the middle. It's great. Man, Sid, I think you gotta stop that, dude.
You're too nice is your problem. Bloody mess, this.
I'm sure nobody noticed.
Oh, Clive. The ghost you've been chasing was inside you all along.
Yeah, but you saw the guy too, though, right?
They'll be damned if I know what that means. Oh. Why? Why did you have to listen to him? Benner. This can't be what you wanted, can it?
How do they still have clothes? It's a good question. This is an M-rated game. They didn't have to. They chose to. Man. Jeez. Sometime later. so. Oh, cool as shit. Odin just showed up.
King is bold or desperate.
Will you engage him personally, Your Highness?
Of course.
Yeah, go throw your lance at him.
Grigor's breath fill your wings.
Oh.
It's Muhammad! The prince is with us!
I don't think they care about you guys.
Reform the cohorts. At once.
Your Highness.
Saboteurs.
Their attacks are frequent and widespread, even in the holy capital.
The capital? What of my father? Is
His radiance is safe. But he has ordered the city guard strengthened. We can expect no reinforcements.
That is of no matter. The Emperor's safety.
Yeah, this is the Empire.
I shall deal with our enemies here. All of them.
Man, that was crazy. It was like an insane amount of cutscenes and cool stuff happening, and then they were like, all right, let's give you a little break so you can watch all this happen again.
It was me.
Ah, shit, he knows.
I killed Joshua.
Ah, you're awake. You're just full of surprises. First that trick with Garuda, then whatever the hell that other thing was. Didn't know you had it in you.
Do it.
Hey?
Kill me.
It was me. I killed him! I killed Joshua! I killed them all! I'm a monster! And I deserve to die! So end it! End it now! Please! Please! Ah!
Oh.
I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you
Blood
see,
drop.
that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful. Get dressed. Pretty as you are, you're not my type. I'll, see you in the hall.
I am slightly confused though, because there is a guy. There's definitely a guy. I kind of suspected that I might have been the one who killed Joshua based on how it was kind of done, but
what are you going to do now?
There's definitely a guy. Sid saw him, I saw him. There were separate cutscenes where nobody was paying attention to him that he was in. So we gotta figure out what that is. There are certain times during the game that side quests will become temporarily unavailable until progress has been made through the main scenario. At such times, quest givers will be indicated with a locked quest.
May as well hear what he has to say.
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
Yeah, alright. Oh, dog. Hello.
Odin and Bahama had at it by all accounts. Not by Belinus Tor.
Gods. It's a wonder we didn't feel it here.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up.
Don't.
Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one he's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
I don't wanna. I wanna be guilty and grumpy.
And what do you want?
Items.
Go on then.
What do we got? Oh, look at all these swords. Get a bastard sword. I do feel like we should restock our potions here.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
How am I robbing you? I'm giving you money. Do I have anything to sell? Anything interesting?
Coin purse weighing you down.
Yeah, I did get these. Get rid of that.
I'm thankful you got that much.
I don't know if I need these. Oh, didn't I have something else that I could sell? Oh, yeah, here it is. Sell all valuables. Yeah. Okay, we did that. I kind of feel like I can get rid of these. I've got a different one, and I feel like... I mean, Scarlet Cyclone's nice, but the percent increase is bigger on Heat Wave, but I don't even have Heat Wave. Which ability is Heat Wave? Let's find that out first, and let's see if we think there's a chance I'm gonna use it. I think this is Heat Wave, right? Yeah, the projectile liquid thing. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I'm not that excited about it.
Yes? What? Go on then.
I kind of feel like we sell it.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
Well?
Hello.
What's that for you, dear?
Ooh, what is this? I mean, that seems pretty cool. So spurred by her cries did wind become storm. That was a cool-ass thing to have written on a sword. And it's stronger than even upgrading any of these other weapons, so yeah.
Should last you a good while.
Yeah, equip that thing. Alright, what have we got? Yeah, that's good.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh, get that. Uh, 33. Okay, so that's a big increase to defense. We go with
No
that.
scratches, right?
Yeah, he did see the hooded man when Joshua died. He did. He was at the castle. I mean, it doesn't mean it's the same man, but you know, it's worth noting.
That it? Fine.
I do like that you get to see your new sword. That looks cool as shit.
And what do you want?
Yeah, he
Go on,
sees the
then.
man in the robe before then.
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Is that all?
I mean, it could be time travel.
Did you see the girl Sid brought back with him?
It'd be a little weird, but it could be.
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
Alright. I feel like we've done all the crafting we need to. I mean, I definitely don't think Joshua's dead. You know, I think that the death of a character that is
What's
the
this?
Avatar
Third
of the Phoenix,
You.
you can't just assume that they're dead. Oh, what's this? Oh. We did it. The Sound of Silence. Here, we'll play this. This is sadder. Is there a lot of time travel in Final Fantasy? Not really, no. It would be a bit of a surprise. A wizened man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
Wow.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes. On account of the company I keep.
Man.
And what varied company.
Messed
I'm a
up my
collector,
chair.
you see.
I'm
Not
having a
of
hard
bijou
time
and
finding
baubles,
a comfy
but of
spot
stories.
at this point.
The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Yeah, let's view it.
I have compiled some new entries. If you
A
would like to
Thousand
see them.
Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valstian lore covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. Past active time lore entries can also be...
I have a few new notes that might
Look at
interest
us.
you.
Wow.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Fantastic. New entries. The Valstian calendar. Boy, it does feel like you could kind of get lost in this, huh?
What subject shall we consider today?
Okay, the hooded man. Let's look at the hooded man, and let's see what we got here. Oh, we can go through all the time. A mysterious figure who was first seen amid the chaos of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, immediately before the appearance of the second Icon of Fire, the very icon that slew the heir to the ducal throne. Clive believes this man to be the dominant who murdered his brother and has sworn to take his revenge. A mysterious man that many believe to be a dominant of fire. He is rarely seen without his heavy robe, nor his loyal attendant. The two journey together far and wide across the realm to an unknown end. The mysterious man that many believe is dominant of fire. Clive first saw him at Phoenix Gate on the night of the Imperial invasion. For years believed him to be the dominant of the icon that killed his brother, but to Clive's eternal chagrin, he has proved otherwise. So they do call him Margrace in the subtitles, and they have an entry here for attendant to Margrace, servant of a man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the Twins to an unknown end. So I still don't know who Margrace is, but alright. I think we all knew she was dead, but confirmed. Confirmed dead. This guy also dead. He was the second person to take an axe to the head.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Alright, I gotta fix my chair because I'm getting progressively more and more uncomfortable as I slide off of the seating pad on it. So I'm gonna take a quick break, go to the bathroom, get a drink, and we'll be back and we'll play. Let's see, what time is it? We'll play a little bit more. So just take a quick little 5 or 10 minute break here. See y'all in just a few. We're back. I took a second to look at these trees here. Went ahead and powered up Phoenix Shift so I can go even further with it because I like it. I think it's a real good ability. Got some map business going on here. Here we are. Let's save our game. Success. Alright, abilities, gear. We're all kitted out in new gear. We're feeling pretty good. I don't see any side quests or anything. Kind of talked to everybody. So I guess we just journey to the King's Fall. This would actually be a much better place to end it rather than play for 20 more minutes. But you know what? We're going to play for 20 more minutes.
Come on. Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
I got it, sir. I'm ready. I got new armor. I got new sword. I got new everything. I'm ready to go. Hey, Farful. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really good. Let's see. The King's Fall. Here tumble the waters of the Empire's brooks and bournes to converge into a single resplendent cataract where a bygone king is said to have lost both life and kingdom. Oh, jeez. Sounds intense.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumors all point to... That was an Imperial signal. They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
I think he's just telling him, hey, we both know, you know, we saw that guy. He's telling him what I said. There's definitely a guy. Is the voice of Sid also the guy that voices Lorath in Diablo 4? Yes, it is. If you're going from Diablo 4 to this game...
Good boy.
There's a lot of familiarity there. Alright, pet the dog, feel a little better.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase.
Oh man, we got spiders to deal with. Alright. Alright, let's deal with them.
It's over. It's over. Stay down.
I think one of these spiders got me. I'm not happy about it. But you know what? We killed them all. That's how I would like to deal with spiders when I encounter them. I mean, not really, because in order to slash them like that, they'd have to be big enough to be slashed. I don't think I thought this through, actually.
What now?
A bear. Oh, it's not bear. The Minotaur. Oh! Knocked me right up into the air. Magic, magic, magic. Bigger magic.
Not this time.
Oh man, that was a slow-ass swing. I cannot get away from circle button to dodge. Oh shit, hold on. Did I get him in time? Nope, I didn't. Chat. I've forgotten how all the buttons in the game work. we got him. We didn't make it look pretty, we didn't make it look easy, but we got him. And we got a Minotaur main, so, you know. What else are you gonna do? Clive's thinking about if he could use that as a weapon. He decided no.
Another perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
I mean, come on now. Nobody expects a Minotaur. Be too harsh on old Sid.
Can't be much further now.
It's over. It's over.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
That's enough. Stay down.
Alright. I'm still getting used to this two abilities thing, but I think we're handling it okay. Going alright. I thought he was gonna be careful. Just ran full tilt. Alright, we got another Minotaur.
Come on. Let me through.
Ah, shit. Should have known the Minotaur was gonna do Minotaur business. Ah, stop targeting him. Start targeting the spider. Alright, that's a decent chunk of damage to do.
Garuda, lend me your strength.
Ah, I gotta stop trying to dodge the circle. I don't know if I will ever get over it. The amount of times that I tap that button to try and dodge I didn't want to switch it because I thought, well, I'm already used to it at this point. But now I'm this far in the game, I'm still trying to do it. Maybe it's worth switching. I always get sad on bridges. Dog doesn't want you sad. Come on. See, petting the dog helps.
What is it, boy?
After him! Don't let him escape!
Gav!
Who goes there? This one's a deserter! Take his head!
Out of my way.
You made your choice!
Stay down! It's over.
I was gonna say, it's gotta get trickier than that. That was an easy fight. That was easier than all the Minotaurs. Alright, well, this won't be.
There he is! Don't let him escape! Kill the deserter!
Yeah, this is the first time they showed crazy odds that I was actually like, oh, this is crazy odds.
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late. Get in trouble.
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
Die, you bastard!
Think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lads. Don't know how much else I'm gonna be here.
I did it again, twice in a row. I did circle for dodge. Just can't help myself this time. He comes down a lot faster on that second jump. Boy, I picked a bad time to do that.
This time.
Since when could these bastards fly? But what goes up must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Not this time.
Got him. All right. And these fights are intense. They're good. The limited potion usage is kind of smart too, because it makes you play a little different than you would if you could just potion through everything. I like it. It's a smart decision. Another awesome Dragoon, another dead Dragoon.
Come on.
I'm up to where Scott is. Man, Scott made it really far. Is he playing on action game or is he playing on story?
Shit!
Clive! Give me your hand!
Help me! Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
There you go, Clive. You did it, man. Alright, we saved him. Did it. I like Gav. I'm glad he didn't die. Thank you for not dying, Gav.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an Eikon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too.
See? Said?
You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death, that you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible, and kill yourself if he's not.
Simple. Easy.
Sid.
Figured it out.
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began.
Why, that looks an awful lot like Joshua.
He must be stopped.
Who? These are some big questions we need answering. I guess we're going back to the hideaway instead. Is Joshua responsible for killing Joshua?
Great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Go to her, you fool. Right, you lot. Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
The Moogle. We're gonna see the Moogle this time. It's time.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
They even have a Moogle.
Look at him!
I've never seen one in the flesh.
Well, here I am, so drink it in, Kupo.
I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans.
Huh, he knows his stuff, but what he doesn't know is that Nectar of the Bold is
Nectar,
no
you say?
ordinary of Moogle, Kupo.
Clive.
You understand Moogle tongue, Kupo? I guess
So
I
it
should
would
give him
seem.
his old voice. My favorite Moogle voice. Finally, Kupo! I've been trying to talk to these people ever since the winds carried me here, but none of them understand a word I say.
sounds
Oh no, I gotta read way faster, Kupo. But now you're here, my pom-pom's safe at last. You can hear me. You can actually hear me, Kupo. It's our little secret, Kupo. He's so cute. He got fuzzy little arms and gross little bat wings.
It's Sid's fault. He tied it too tight.
There's nothing wrong with it. Stop moaning.
No, he's just stoked someone understood him,
Let's
but
get this fixed before someone does themselves
that was it.
true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
Well, we're still trying to figure it out, but it's not looking good.
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second Eikon of Fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night... The hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say?
Smart 6.
We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
All right, we're gonna be playing the potential romance game. I gotta stop referring to her as his sister.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
She technically isn't, but that's what the lore told me, so that's what I've been saying. But it's only gonna get creepier if I keep it up.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
I am, but I always see extra dialogue options.
I'll come down as soon as I've got changed, Clive.
Alright. There you go. Bye.
Kenneth is a miracle worker.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
What do you have to say, Karen?
What do you want?
I'm gonna talk to you.
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
It's true. Let's look at your inventory here. Well, you got a thing called the Gaia Blade now, which is an upgrade here. I mean, that makes me a little sad, because, you know, I just made Stormcry, but...
Off you go, then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
And what do you want? Go on, then.
Let's see. Do I need any potions?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Just restocking potions. Don't worry about
It's
it.
better I'll be here.
Well? What do you want?
We can even make the Gaia Blade +1. We have the mats for it, too. We have the materials for the Gaia Blade +2, I think. Doesn't look like you can do a reinforce to your regular sword. And I always like to have the best sword. I just made this sword. I don't feel like I've used it enough.
No scratches, all right?
Can't help it. I can't resist a new sword. It just can't be done.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Tried.
Anything else?
Tried to resist it. Look at how cool that sword is. It's a cool looking sword. Let's see what Gav's doing.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
So far no
memory
materia
lane, eh?
type system yet, no.
Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No
Yeah,
need
you're
to make
making
such a fuss.
Gav uncomfortable, man.
You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Wait, don't cutscene us out. I wanna check the hideout. I wanna do side quests. I just wanted to put the party together. Fix the hut. Wasn't done. Wanted to side quest it up. Alright, they let us come back. We're fine. We're all good. Alright. I do think that is gonna do it for tonight, though. I'm getting tired. I gotta give the baby his midnight snack. And go to bed myself. Got an early morning. So thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for hanging out, watching me play this. My plan is still to stream all of the main story quest. I won't guarantee that I won't knock out some of these side quests off stream, but when it comes to moving the main story forward, plan is to only do that on stream. So I think that's what we will do. And I will catch you all later. So thank you for being here. I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody.